And welcome back to Conformity Antidote. And we are your hosts. I am the Reverend Cuz.
And I am Father Tex. Oh, no, Deacon Tex. That's right. Deacon Tex.
You're Big Daddy Tex.
Big Daddy Tex. And we want to be the first, or, well, probably not the first, but to wish everybody.
No, we're the first. Because they probably were passed out drunk until today.
I don't know. If they're our old goat friend. They probably fell asleep at 10 o'clock anyway. They missed the ball dropping.
Yeah, they don't even know it's New Year's.
No. So happy New Year's, everybody.
Yes.
Welcome to our first New Year's, a new show of 2019.
Yeah, 2019. Never thought we'd make it that far.
You got that right. I don't know how we did.
I don't know. But let's just double check, make sure we're good to go on the... Yep. Oh, we're good. Look at that.
All right.
Man, we are rocking and rolling for 2019.
Okay.
Hot diggity dog. Okay. So, welcome to our first show.
Welcome.
Of 2019. And we have a few new things.
Yes. And it all has to do with money. Or the first one.
Money.
Where's our little...
Oh, I took the ka-ching off.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, because of a later story we're going to do, we needed a certain special effect.
Yes.
Sound effect.
Understand.
So, number one, if you go onto our website, you'll notice that we revamped the whole website.
And that was Reverend Cuz, and he did a very good job of that.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yes. I appreciate it. But so we revamped it, made it a little cleaner, a little bit, I don't know, cleaner.
Not in content, but just cleaner, like looking.
Yes.
It's still dirty.
It is dirty.
In a way.
And so we did that. And also with the merchandise store that we have, we now are accepting credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
Because the viewers said something about, or a couple of viewers said, well, I don't have a PayPal account. I don't want to do a PayPal account. I said, okay, fine. You know what? We'll start. So we got what we called WePay. It's a service through WordPress, which is our
service provider.
Yes,
or
for our site.
Publisher.
Yes.
Site publisher.
Site publisher. So we now accept credit cards, so there's no excuse really, well, unless you don't have any money.
Right. And even then, go in debt.
Yes.
Because you can put it on your credit card. Oh my God, you have...
You racked up, I don't know how many $1,000s. Another $50 ain't going to kill you.
Exactly. And if you put $50 on your credit card, your minimum monthly payment is probably only like $5.
Yeah.
$5 a month.
$5.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Buy like a bunch of shirts and mugs and stuff.
$5 for probably 60 months, but it'll be fine.
Exactly.
It's worth it.
Yes.
Actually, our merchandise goes up in value.
Yes.
Okay.
We've actually put it on. We've actually put it on eBay, and it's actually gone up 10 cents.
Yes.
Like a
collector's
week.
item.
Yes.
So we have the merchandise store. We're also working out possibly getting a new producer. Now we're working that out. We don't know. We'll see how that pans out. But that, and also we're getting some new
studio stuff for the studio.
Yes,
it's a new year, and we're going to do a new remodel. Freshen for the new year. Fresh.
A little Febreze.
Fresh.
This stinks down here. Mm-hmm. Literally and figuratively. All right. So I guess we need to one more house cleaning thing. So what we're going to do, because of the playoffs, and obviously
playoffs.
So the Eagles, nail biter, got in, and of course Dallas is in. So because of that,
I didn't say boo.
I just sit there. Was nice about.
I know
Eagles.
You were. He was. He's been hounding me all day. He's been picking on me all day about the Eagles. So I will say this about way to go to the Cowboys.
I don't want it now. Don't want it.
Well, you got it.
Don't want it.
You got it.
Don't.
I'm not taking it back.
Don't. All right. So because of football, we had to push it back till 8. Now, we're going to put a survey on Facebook and on our website. So what we want to know from you guys, listeners, is I'd say what day, we're going to ask you what day of the week and what time. So maybe you guys like the Sunday at 7. Maybe you like the Sunday at 8. Maybe you like Saturday or Friday or whatever.
Yeah, because we're looking basically what we're looking at right after the Super Bowl. On Sundays are going to be, so we can actually kind of go back. We could actually do a Saturday show before then, but the reason why we were doing Sunday shows is because of football season.
Yes.
But football's about ready to come. We're coming slowly to an end, and we just want to know if anybody would be, if it's preferable on Saturdays during the spring and summer months, or if we want to stay on Sundays, and if there's a better time, 7, 8, we can actually do earlier maybe.
We could.
So for our European friends
yes.
who are like should be sound asleep right now.
Yes. No, they stay up for us.
I know they do. They would stay up for us. They do stay up for us.
So anyway, just go look at the survey. We'll have that up. I'll have that up probably tomorrow. So just go vote, and we'll see what the majority says.
Yes.
All right.
Majority rules, at least here.
And until the Democrats get in, because they want to get rid of the Electoral College.
Well,
so they're voted out.
Oh, it suited their whim. A couple elections ago.
Absolutely, it did.
Oh,
but now they want to get rid of it because Clinton lost.
Yeah.
Stupid asses. All right.
Anywho,
let's.
What are we doing now?
I think we're moving on to current events. I feel round eye.
Oh, Mr. Roboto.
Oh, rat bastards.
Yeah.
Oh, small lodge.
Compound shrimp.
Compound. You said compound shrimp.
I know. I thought compound shrimp just popped in my head. I forgot the root.
Texas got some Chinese on his mind.
I know. I do. I miss
you know what? Food. You know what? Rednecks don't like foreigners.
Okay.
But in every redneck town, you got at least one Chinese restaurant.
They love that Chinese food.
They do.
And I'll tell you what, that's where the Chinese are going to get us. I'm telling you.
What, take it over the rednecks?
No, what happens is, this is my little theory, in taking over the rednecks. But they put up all these little Chinese restaurants all over the place, and they're just waiting for that phone call.
Yes.
From Xing Shang or whatever the premier's name is.
Yes.
And he's just going to make one phone call, and he's going to say something like "Hong Chao Ching," and they're all going to like turn. They're going to poison the food, or there's going to be something in the food that's going to be like, and they're just going to take over in mass.
You know what?
In mass, and the rednecks are going to have control of the rednecks.
Well, the rednecks eat roadkill and everything else. So I don't know what the Chinese are going to put in that food, but they better put something hard and heavy to take them rednecks down.
They're going to put something in that fortune cookie. Oh, hey, open up your fortune cookie, see what you got in there. All right, let me go crack this thing open. Poof. Where's your explosion at?
Oh, you want an explosion?
Yeah.
Oh, where are we at? Go ahead.
Let's open this thing up here, right here. Oh, let me see what it says. And I'll be up for Clem. Man, that was one hell of a fortune you got in that cookie.
Especially if you did it in the outhouse.
Now where are we supposed to go take a shit at, you dumb...
Actually, that wouldn't be a flush because they don't have running water.
I know, they don't have running... An outhouse with running water.
All right.
Okay.
So,
anyhow,
let's move on to... Oh, hold on. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Yikes.
Yes, she's back.
That scares me every time I see that myself.
Crazy skank. All right. Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez. All right. Well, she's... I even hate to say it, but she's a congresswoman. Way to go, New York, you bunch of jackasses.
Well, it's Queens. What do you expect?
But she's not even... Well, she wasn't even Queens. She was in Yorktown.
Yeah.
Youngstown. In the highfalutin area. Anyway. So, Cortez here. So you say, okay, you know what? She's young. She's fired up. She's ready to go. She's getting ready to bust up in there. Well, she needs to take some time off
already.
She says, I need to take a break. Well, this is a couple weeks ago, okay? So, because we had to do our Christmas show, that anniversary show. So there's a couple weeks old. However, she already tweeted out she needed to take a break, and she needs to take time off for a week for self-care.
What is that exactly?
Self-care is a little yoga and a better diet. She says since she's been doing the whole political thing, she hasn't been able to do her yoga, and she's having to eat a lot of fast food.
Oh, that's a shame.
And it's stressing her out.
Well,
politics have changed her lifestyle, and she's not having it.
Well, by God, I think she needs to take all the time off she wants.
Yes.
Really. Just go. Nobody really pays any attention to you. Anyway, you know, they're speaking of which, if anybody out there is watching, I hope nobody watched this 60 Minutes thing tonight. But if they did, I'd be curious as to what other stuff came out of her mouth tonight.
Oh, besides the 70%
right.
tax for the rich?
Right. Which I know that's going to go over like a lead balloon, because half the people, 70% of the people in her own party, that would affect.
Yeah.
Especially all the Hollywood elite.
No, that doesn't apply to us.
Right.
That's you.
Right.
Out there. You know, just like the same thing where she was wearing, the $500 skirt suits or whatever, and they were blasting her about the fact she spent all that money for a wardrobe, and she was like, what am I supposed to wear, bags?
Right. And it's funny how, you know, during the furlough and stuff, you know, that she really didn't chime up too much about giving back her paycheck. She was trying to get everybody else to do it, but that was like, you know, you knew that wasn't going to happen. So then she was like, oh, okay, well, nobody else is going to do it, so I'm not going to do it then.
Well, remember, she also couldn't just live in she couldn't afford an apartment in Washington, so she couldn't just move to any part of Washington.
Right.
It's like Tex said, Anacostia had all kind of open spots there.
There's a lot of places for rent in that joint.
I can see her just roll
right down there by the Anacostia River, and if you go a little bit further, you could find a nice little place along the Potomac. And don't mind the bodies floating in the river, in the tires.
Yeah, if you go even just a little bit more south of Anacostia, you got the Blue Plains sewer treatment.
Yep. Real estate, dirt cheap.
And especially around July and August, there's such an aroma. It's just breathtaking.
Mm-hmm. It is a sight to be seen. Just hold your nose.
But
should be used to that. She's in Queens. No offense to anybody that's watching this from Queens, but that's not like Manhattan, you know. I don't know.
But she needs to take time off. So
good.
God rest your little soul. That you need to take time off.
Her and that little Talib or whatever, that other chick.
Oh, the one
they can all go.
Trump MFer.
Yeah, they can all go do yoga together and.
Oh, we're gonna
take some time
we're gonna
off.
talk about her in a second.
So
all right. Anyway, so one more time. All right, just because this girl's batshit crazy.
I know.
And
please get that picture off. You're scaring me.
Here we go. All right. Speaking of batshit crazy.
Yes.
We're going to do it for this one again.
Look at that photo. She looks like fireman Bill from. Let me tell you something.
Fire Marshal
Bill from Him and Living Color.
Let me tell you something.
Or she looks like a marionette. A ventriloquist dummy.
Puppet master.
The guy standing behind her has got his hand up her back.
Oh.
Is that her husband?
Oh, no.
Or, I don't know. Anyhow,
Nancy Pelosi.
What a picture.
Yes.
I love how they do that to politicians. Both the Democrats and the Republicans. Because it's always you always see the pictures of Trump where it looks like he's batshit nuts. Or he's like,
yep.
You know, he's got, and his hair's all red face and stuff. But I love it.
No, this is actually an Olin Mills shot. That's just how bad she looks.
Olin Mills. This was done at Sears Portrait Studios while they were still in business.
Yeah. Yes, Sears. So, unfortunately, for the world, this dumb, batshit crazy is now the Speaker of the House again. Exactly.
even though the Republicans were pushing for it too, because they think that she's gonna do what she does, and she's gonna dig a hole, and they're hoping that she puts her foot in her mouth, which I think she will.
She definitely will. But every time, every time, if you ever see her when she has her little press conferences, when she's Speaker of the House, she just starts talking, and
no. Well, interestingly,
what?
Interestingly, 12 people in her own party voted against her, and they said that's a first. That has never happened.
We'll see what happens there.
Yeah,
she's gonna get the Clintons on the job.
Oh yeah. Well, they have their own problems to deal with.
Yes, they do. So we thought we would revisit a little bit of Nancy Pelosi's greatest quotes, because she is such an intelligent member of Congress. So when she took over the gavel, right off the bat, she laid out a couple points of her agenda. She talked about how she's Speaker of the House when it's the 100 years that women have had the right to vote. And I'm sure she remembers when that happened.
By that picture.
How was Lincoln, Nancy?
No, anyway. She was too busy. Well, speaking of Lincoln, that was one of the things your girl Ocasio-Cortez says. She's like, everybody's calling me a radical. Well, Abraham Lincoln was a radical because of the Emancipation Proclamation. She could barely pronounce it, or whatever it was. And she's taken that radical mantle, and she's actually compared herself in the same breath.
But see, he signed the Emancipation Proclamation for the South, but not for his own, not for up in the North. Isn't that right, Mrs. Producer? Thank you. So the producer that we're trying out, hopefully she takes a job. Extremely intelligent, has a lot of facts. You can't
put one over on her.
And we need something like that, especially with the IQ between here.
You got that right.
You got that on one hand. Oh, what? Texas had a thought.
What? Oh, it's gone. Wait a minute.
That was.
There it went. It just went out of my head.
Okay.
Right in the sewer.
So she also talked about, as part of her agenda, globalization. Which, if you want to talk about globalization, go ask Europe. Those that are part of the EU and how much it's effing them over. Geniuses. Go ask Germany.
Yeah, they're having a lot of problems over there right now.
Yeah, because the EU is telling everybody how to live, their immigration policies, you name it, and they're getting screwed over. They have no choice in what they want to do. Climate change, imagine that. And not the border wall, but the immoral wall. Now, she says it's immoral.
Now, what exactly why is it immoral? What's the immorality of it?
Because it is blocking Democratic voters from getting.
No, well, see, I want to. Yeah, you did it. You're right. Well, they get dead. They'll just have to get more dead people to vote for them.
Oh, that's right.
They'll have to bring them up out of the dead, bring them up out of the grave, and take them to the voting place.
Raise them up.
Go vote. I get back. No. I want some clarification on this, because I don't know. I don't know if you know. I don't know if our producer knows. But their big thing.
Maybe producer.
Lady producer.
Maybe
producer. Maybe producer. Who happens to be a lady producer.
She is a lady.
But what I want to know is, the biggest thing that they seem to be sticking on for some reason is the concrete. There's this thing, I was reading it actually this morning, that it has to do with the concrete wall. They necessarily, supposedly, don't have a problem with the metal wall or metal barrier. They don't want to call it a wall. It's a barrier. A metal barrier going up, but they're calling the concrete wall immoral. I'm not sure what makes the concrete immoral, but yet they're all for putting up the
steel.
slats. Yeah, the steel slats or whatever. I'm not sure. I don't understand.
Well,
you know what's up with that.
I don't. But Trump's like, I don't give a crap. If you want to use concrete's cheaper. I may not need as much money for the wall. If you want to put steel, fine. We'll use American steel because they've opened, I think, another 3 steel plants in the U.S. that were dead and gone, but they resurrected them, and so he's like, I don't care what you do. He says, well, I'll do whatever. Steel, concrete, I don't give a crap.
So that's why I don't understand.
Well, she said her part of her issue is the immorality of the wall has to do with the simple fact that
they're blocking people.
They're blocking people.
Even
that's bottom line. Now they're blocking it. So Trump's like, just take them to the
entry control area.
Yeah.
So they can apply
He's like,
for
look,
asylum.
all I'm doing is trying to keep them from out of the desert and coyotes and human traffickers and everything else. He says, go to the ports. That's all I'm saying. She's an idiot.
I find it interesting,
stupid ass,
that the prominent members of her party, and we discussed this morning, prominent members of her party, including President Obama and Hillary Clinton and others, have said they were all for the wall going up. And it's amazing, like in 2005, there was quotes taken directly by them during campaign stops where they were actually pro-wall, and including Schumer. Schumer was big time into putting the wall up. But now, all of a sudden, it's like a complete thing. What it is, they're all trying to save face.
Even in the 2012 State of the Union address, Obama said, yeah, we can't let them in. As soon as they get here, we deport them. They're illegal. They're lawbreakers.
Well, you know what this is the problem. You got all these nut liberal socialists, these young millennial socialists that are coming in, and the old school Democrats want the wall, but they can't say it. They can't say it out in public because they're afraid the socialists are going to turn against them. Anybody watching us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can't see all comments. Hello, everyone. Oh, there's Vivian and David.
Yeah. Miss Vivian always is with us.
There. So,
according to her, she said Nancy Pelosi can suck it.
Oh. I know that a lot of people have said that. Well, she's so, she is what she is. We know what she is. She's been a fixture there in Washington since, I think you said Lincoln.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, no, that's not true. She made her millions. She became a billionaire. Actually, she became a billionaire doing real estate. Who's that sound like? Sounds like her president.
She'll never compare herself, though.
No. So she wants to be a part of the working class people.
Yes,
I don't think she worked a damn day in her life.
So we wanted to go just a couple of quotes from Miss Nancy batshit crazy Pelosi. So we're talking about stuff like spending really wasn't a big deal. It can always be offset by raising taxes.
That's very profound.
Yes. Genius. With Obamacare, we have to pass it to know what's in it.
I remember that quote. I love it.
So we don't look at it and review it and study it before we pass it. We pass it and then we figure out what's in the bill.
Then we read it afterwards.
Stupid ass. Trump is weak and he can't control our border. That's why he needs a wall.
Okay. All right. What's he supposed to do?
Okay. She also denounced President Trump's proposed border prototypes because they were too high.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like the second part to this.
Oh, yeah. And the barrier has no place in civilized society.
Okay. I would love to take that quote, and I don't know how many of you can go on Google Earth and Google Maps and Google up her house.
Yes.
So, Nancy, if that's true, how about that fence and that gate you got around your $1 million house there? How about if we go, I'll tell you what, you tear that down, you tear all those walls down like you said, like you just said right there, and we'll tear the wall down at the border.
No, see, that is to keep the people inside there safe. It's like a little sanctuary block.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, that's what we're doing here. It's just like a sanctuary block.
That's to keep her illegals.
Yeah, her maid,
housemaid,
and her chauffeur, and her garden, her pool boy.
Oh, Pedro, go clean the pool.
Who is it? Agador
Spartacus.
I can't play the pool. I can't walk around in my shoes. I slip and fall.
They making me fall down. You don't like my Guatemaliness.
A Little Birdcage. Excellent movie.
Oh, the movie is funny as hell. I think we got one more. Oh, so this last one addresses when we had was it named Tlaib, Democrat,
that's all
Congresswoman up in Minnesota.
Yeah, that's all the publicity I think we should give her.
Yeah,
she's not going to last long.
Skank. I got something for her. All right. So when she called President Trump a MFer, we're going to impeach that MFer and this and the other at a rally, much less. Oh, that okay. So Trump is not presidential.
Right.
He has no decorum. But that's
decorum.
That's decorum.
I know it. We'll see there again. That's.
So they asked Nancy Pelosi, because she is Speaker of the House. She's the majority, right?
Right.
So she says, but in any event, I'm not in the business of censorship.
Really?
That's all you've done. That's all you've done about Trump, is about how nasty he is in his rhetoric. Really? Stupid ass. Oh. I don't like that language. I wouldn't use that language, but I don't establish any language standards for my colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Well, yeah. You know what? What's the that's just the hypocrisy. Because if she was on the other foot, and we already know that Trump, has a potty mouth and has done stuff, and they've condemned it and stuff like that. Well, then you got her, okay. And she makes this comment, and everybody's like, well, she's allowed to say what she wants to say, and blah, blah. I'm like, well, okay, well,
could you
He
imagine,
can say that whatever he wants to say, whether you agree with it or not.
A Republican congressman
saying that about
called Obama MFer.
Oh, that'd be
holy crap! They'd call out the National Guard on his ass.
I know. Well, then this whole thing about censoring. Oh, really? That's what, God forbid any type of conservative, somewhat conservative. I'm not talking alt-right. I'm not talking about right-wing nut jobs, but I'm talking about some fiscally conservative people try to go to San Francisco to do something, or Seattle, and you want to censor them like that. So keep them out of your colleges and stuff like that. They get chased out of college or whatever.
Just ask Ben Shapiro. He's been shut down at Berkeley and everywhere else because they want to censor his.
I can understand some of these wackos, but some of them, and that's not censorship,
Nancy.
I love that picture.
Go bite.
Let me tell you something.
This is a match. Let's suppose you're standing in the pool of gasoline and the match goes off. I just had it. Shoot. And poof, we go up.
Poof. So,
all right.
Enough about her.
Enough of the colossal failure.
I think that's about our current events.
That is all.
But everybody, stay tuned. I mean, this new Congress has just started, and we're still in the furlough, and all kinds of crazy stuff is going on. I'm sure they'll give us all kind of ammunition to.
Right. But if you look at her, I don't know how current she is. She's definitely not current. I think she's a vampire. She's lived about a couple 100 years.
She's drinking the blood.
Get out of there.
Her constituents in Frisco. All
right. So
that concludes our current events.
Yes, it does.
All right.
Thank you very much. And we're off and running to our.
We're not off the air. No, we're off on our next.
On our first topic.
Yes. Yikes.
So we're in the wonderful state of Iowa.
Is that her police photo?
Yes. So what you're looking at
Well, at
here?
least she was happy.
Is Erin Ellerbach from Asbury. Now, this is her mugshot photo. She looks like she's having a good time. She looks like a fairly intelligent lady.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Ellerbach is the gym teacher at Jefferson Middle School. Now, the only problem that Miss Ellerbach had was trying to teach a class. Freaking fall down ass drunk.
What's wrong with that?
Well,
hey,
I can see her playing.
Hey, you kids, just go ahead and grab some balls over there. Just play. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Oh, that was a good one, Billy. Cheers.
Miss Ellerbach, can I go to the potty? Oh, I don't care. Just go.
Just go. I just wet my pants. Yeah. You do the same. Why are you gonna go anywhere? I just be myself. Miss Ellerbach, the officer reported the physical education teacher had slurred speech, red water eyes, and smelled of alcohol. They gave her a blow test. She blew a .224.
Holy shit! That's a lot.
I'm surprised she's actually able to drive to the school.
I know. How did she get there? And how does not?
She probably floated.
And how did nobody else notice? I mean, don't you have to go to like to the office to check in or anything like that, or she just kind of slide in the back door?
Miss Producer,
to the gym.
Can she go straight to class?
Oh, she can't. Oh, there you go. That answers it.
Well, can she just stumble to class?
hey, she's walking down the hallway, and then there's Mr. Howell, the history teacher. Oh, how you doing, Miss Ellerbach? Good morning, Mr. Howell. How you doing? And all of a sudden, they walk by, and then he's like, damn, somebody smells like alcohol.
Whew.
Hey, I didn't know. Hey, little Timmy, you been drinking? I didn't know 7th graders could drink. He's blaming it on the kids. He doesn't even think about it. It's her. Damn, these kids are coming in drunk. That's our society today. These Gen Zers are walking around drinking. I can smell them in the hallway.
.224.
That's insane.
.08 is the legal limit.
Right.
She blew a .224.
That's .1.
You better, I tell you what, don't ever light a match around her ass. Don't let her go to science class around the Bunsen burner.
She does tricks. Hey kids, come here and see this. Hey, well, then we can light this match. Look, watch me blow. Watch the flames come out of my mouth.
Hey! He'll be all right. Just roll him around.
Hey, that's crazy.
Those aren't two bad birds. Roll him around. Throw him in the pool.
You're young. Your hair will grow back.
Or maybe it won't. Anyway, so school officials discovered a Mike's Harder strawberry lemonade in her office, along with 2 unopened cans of alcohol.
Old English.
Yo! Let me mess.
Look at her. She looks like she was just came out of Walnut Grove. She looks like she just got done teaching Laura and Nellie. It was heading home. She was a school marm. Now look at her.
We're gonna play some dodgeball.
Oh, kids, I'm not feeling too well. Oh, where's the other one at?
That one? Oh!
Wait a minute, kids.
Right there at the gym floor.
I feel much better now. All right, everybody, let's do parachute.
Hold on. I have the liquor sweat.
All right. Now, I'm gonna have like a caveat to this.
Yes.
We are laughing because this sounds quite funny. I don't know. She may have some issues going on, and I really do hope she seeks help. She looks like a happy-go-lucky person who goes into their police lineup picture and looks like, you know, most everybody's like with this frown on their face.
I'm sure she just bounce right up and go do something else.
Just get her go do a little detox.
No, all she just needs to go be a gym teacher at a private school.
Yeah. Or at a Catholic school.
They'll let you blow a .3 before they fire your ass.
As a matter of fact, they have happy hour at the school.
That's right.
In the teacher's lounge.
Woo! Time for happy hour! Hey! Oh, wait a minute. That was a little bit. Oh! All right. You don't like the belt or the puking sound effect?
Our potential producer is not a fan of the barfing, so we might have to put that for a vote. The barfing sound.
I do like the barfing one though.
We don't use it a whole lot. We did today. Well,
if it means you take the job or not, then maybe we'll get rid of it. All right. But anyway,
So-
we can just use this one.
yeah. Oh, I'm getting close.
So close to Christmas time. I thought we was having a party in the teacher's lounge.
You all said we were having a party at the gym.
Woo, woo, wee. What's in that egg? What's in that eggnog?
All right.
She's
Get some help, lady.
she got fired.
Get some help.
In case you didn't know.
Move to another state, and who knows?
Teach some more kids.
Hey, I think that's the way it works. Is a lot of people, you get fired from one teaching job, you go to another state, and somebody will hire you up like that.
Yeah. Does that record follow you? Oh,
It's supposed to.
Too bad. Excuse me. All right.
Anyhow.
Oh,
What is
we
that?
have another lovely lady.
Yikes. Is that... from a side, because my angle's a little off, but I was like, it's Anna Nicole Smith.
She's dead.
I know she is. That's
Okay.
What's she on there for?
But here we have Teresa Gardner. Now, why do you think Miss Teresa is on our show today? 27. Well,
We're going to tell you.
we're going to tell you. So, Miss Gardner, she used to play on the girls' softball team, and she has a pretty wicked swing.
You know what? I'm trying to... I know how this story's going to go out. I'm going to refrain from laughing at the moment.
Okay.
But go ahead and finish.
She has a terrific swing. Now, one would say, you know what? You could utilize that swing in softball, professional softball, or she even go play baseball or whatever. Who knows? But Miss Gardner wasted her talents. Instead of going on a softball team, she decided to walk into Briny Irish Pub with the backpack of chihuahuas. And she swung a backpack of chihuahuas at people.
Now, then look at her.
She was drunk and pissed off.
You think? I hope the hell she wasn't sober. Skank. I'm getting to her. I can
see her swinging her.
We don't have dogs on
We
here,
don't
do
have
we?
dogs.
Yeah.
We don't have dogs.
We missed the dog.
We missed the dogs.
Oh, well.
I don't think we have a bark. But even if I think we have a bark.
That doesn't work for a chihuahua.
That's not a chihuahua.
Oh.
Oh, you might as well go with this one for a chihuahua. It's the same thing. But she swung a backpack of chihuahuas around. A mother and what did we say?
Her 4 puppies.
4. Okay, I know chihuahuas are small, But when you stuff a full-size Chihuahua and 4 puppies in a backpack, I would have to imagine it's pretty stuffy in there.
I would think so.
I bet she wouldn't. I bet she wouldn't do that with backpack full of pit bulls.
No, I bet you she wouldn't. Oh, is the king here? Oh, it's can I have a mead?
Is it autumnal?
Autumnal.
So Skank Boat got pissed off at the bar and apparently got into it with one of the patrons. No, sorry, the bartender. It's not on here. And so instead of handling it a little bit more civilized, she started swinging the backpack of Chihuahuas. Now, hold on. Now, the first question you might ask, why would somebody walk into a bar with a backpack full of Chihuahuas?
Why?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Look at her. She was drunk and nuts. And that's probably all she could grab in the trailer before she walked out of it.
Is the Chihuahuas?
Yeah. Poor.
She doesn't want them crapping on the floor.
No. You know what it was? It was the poor mother was probably there nursing the 4 puppies, and she's like, I can go ahead and grab you. I don't want to have to feed you all. It'll be better than putting you in the river or laying you on the side of the road. I want to put you in a bag and go whack you upside the head with somebody at that shitty ass Briney's. Who would name a bar Briney? Unless you're on the sea. I mean, if you're at Arby Hardy's.
Maybe the woman that married the pirate should have got married in this bar. Married the ghost pirate. Go back a few episodes.
She was from Ireland too, wasn't she? Wasn't that bitch from Ireland?
Yeah.
The one that married? Yeah. That's her husband's bar. That's probably her.
No. Well, that's her daughter.
No, that's her daughter.
She had a ghost impregnated her.
I'm going to tell you right now. I think what they ought to do, I can't hold it back anymore because I think this is sickening. What they ought to do to her is they ought to put her on one of these shows or whatever and put her in a duffel bag and swing her around. Mm-hmm. Instead, but not swinging at people, but like swinging like with alligators,
concrete
or
barriers,
like that, or concrete barriers. See how strong this thing is? Look at that, bam, solid. Nobody's busting through this thing. I'm feeling a little dizzy in there. Shut up.
Or what you could do is put her in a duffel bag, hang her up like one of those boxing gyms.
Oh, there you go. Oh, sorry.
This bag's a little lumpy.
And I'll tell you what, if she has any kids, shove them in there too. Oh. But you can't do anything with my kids. Well, you did it with the little puppies. Get in there.
That's wrong,
bitch.
That's wrong. Put the kids in there.
Well, that's true. The kids have no choice who their parents are. Bitch.
I mean, if you're going to put something in a bag,
put a cat. No, don't put any cats in there. I just don't. Okay, if she had
maybe one.
If she had a vendetta against the bar,
yes.
Make sure you let the cat out of the bag.
Oh! She said, make sure we let the cat out of the bag. That's a good one. That's a plus point right there.
That's a plus point.
But I just, what was the whole purpose? Obviously, she has a thing what she wanted to do. If you're swinging a backpack of dogs, Chihuahuas, at people, obviously you could give a rat's ass about the dogs.
Well,
I would take. You know what? If you come into a bar and some stank hoe come up to me swinging a bag. First off, if I had a beer bottle, well, of course we're all going to plastic now. That sucks. But back in the good old days when you had the glass. Hey, come over here, bitch. Hit her upside the head with that beer bottle.
I don't think we have.
Or get that bottle of Jack Daniels.
That'll
hurt a little bit more.
We don't have our whip anymore.
What happened to our whip?
I don't know. Whip it good.
We lost our whip.
I just do a little.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I don't understand it. Why?
But
She needs to get it. And look at her.
Cover in milk, let the chihuahuas.
Oh, chua-chuas. What's that? Cha-chas. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha.
Where's Charo?
That's April Lopez. Comando stupid.
You do not take my chihuahuas away from me.
You do some coochie.
I like to swing them at all everybody. That's what we do in my home country. But I must get a thong on first. Thank you.
All right.
I am Miss Bomb Bomb with the Chihuahua bag.
These are real. I tell you, they're real. Touch them.
Touch my Chihuahuas. They are real. Yes. All right.
But I don't know. I hope. What it says here.
She got charged with animal cruelty, resisting arrest, and was held at $1,000 bond.
I hope her neighbors or people. This is one of the few times I just hope people
give her a little bit of that.
Yes, and I hope the Chihuahuas are all right. Did it say what happened to the Chihuahuas?
It does not. It did not.
They still at the bar? They're probably getting drinks.
They're living it up. Woo, nice.
All right, get this whore off the screen.
Yeah,
her picture's been up there enough.
Oh, Nats.
Spank ho. All right, and it looks like one more.
One more.
Oh
man,
no.
we're ripping through these. I didn't know we should have time to get through these.
I know. I tell you, we're just on a roll. On a rolls.
Roller. All right.
So we have a picture for this?
Yes, we do.
All right.
All right. So where am I at? Oh,
I don't know. Where are you? Actually, I should instead of going around the side. Don't ask me what I was doing. I'm looking at the back. Oh. I'm like looking over here. We have like a monitor off to the side. So I look at the monitor and instead of looking in the back or whatever. It's so confusing.
Yes. It is very confusing.
Yes. So
to text.
I know.
All right.
To me.
So we're they don't exactly tell us where this is, but there was a Secret Santa going on at a business. All right. And so one Secret Santa got their gifts. It was like a $50 ceiling, $50 limit. So she gets her person the gifts. Well, this person takes the gifts and Googles them right there at the office to find out how much they were worth, how much she spent on them. I think it came out to like $30-some. So,
and what'd you say the max was? What? $50. It
came like $30-some. All right. Well, she at that point, was she like? Does it? Yeah. She texts her and says, so I know this is kind of awkward, but the spending limit was 50, and I looked online, and it seems that the blanket and chocolate you got me only add up to about 30.
You know, well, first off, before we go any further, this is my question.
Yes.
This whole scenario.
Yes.
Every time I've done a Secret Santa, you know, you're like really not supposed to know. I know some offices, you know, they'll be like, "It was me. I had your name. I got your name." But most everybody, you're not supposed to know who got you. That's
correct.
That's why it's called secret. That's why it's called Secret Santa.
No, majority of them at the end, you know.
Oh. Our soon to possible future producer said that at the end that most people know. I didn't know that. I thought most of them
why they
were
call
like,
it Secret Santa then?
No. Well, that's because everybody wants to brag. I got you that. That was me. Unless the present sucked. And it's like, who got me this worthless piece of shit?
Everybody at that point becomes astronomers.
So anyway,
so what's the point? What's the point of Secret Santa then?
Then you don't know you don't know who has it before you get the gift.
Oh.
You might want to guess who it is. Or...
Well, I mean, okay.
Well, you know, and I'm sure there's probably a lot of people that keep a secret to save their life.
Oh,
They can't hold water. They're just like, I have to tell you, that was from me. I saw that and it had you written all over it.
A lot of times, too, they do it where they might do it where it's like you give little gifts along the way, so you don't know, during it, but then you find out at the end.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I didn't know that.
That ain't much of a secret.
Oh.
To me, if I'm taking it to the grave.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly. Well, I had a bad experience with Secret Santa, but I'll talk about that later. Do you want me to tell it now?
Yes.
Or wait. Okay. Anyway, I was over in Iraq, and I was working in the Army TOC, which is the Tactical Operations Center, for those of you who don't know. And they had this thing where they were doing, they had a Christmas tree up there, and they were doing a Secret Santa or whatever. Well, I was like Air Force, the Air Force liaison, and I kind of kept to myself. So I was like, it's Army thing. I'm not getting involved or whatever like that. Well, I guess they were insistent. The colonel was insistent that everybody that was there at the TOC had to get something. Okay, they had to get something. So I wasn't expecting anything. And I didn't get anything because I wasn't participating because it was supposed to be voluntary or whatever. Well, next thing you know, they're like, Sergeant Wagner, looks like we have something for you here in the tree. Oh, really? You know what I got? I got a bottled water that somebody was artistically put on the label that it was Grey Goose vodka, and it was old Iraq water, a bottled water thing. It's like, okay, thank you. And a disposable camera. That's what I got. Everybody else was getting like chocolates and all kinds of other neat little stuff. And I got a bottle of water. And I got a rock. So anyway, I'm a little scarred with Secret Santa.
I got a
even though question. I appreciate the camera.
I got a question. Did you get anybody anything?
No, I didn't think.
So how can you complain about the gift you got if you didn't get anybody anything?
Oh, I could have sat there and put a bottle of water up there and said, "Oh, here, this is for so and so." They're like in a pallet in the back.
But that's a good
bacon
Army
in the sun.
That's good Army water.
Good Army water. That's why I was giving people dysentery.
Hey, you know what?
I think that's what they wanted, and it had Grey Goose on there. I'm like,
You know what? If you ain't running a mission with dysentery, you ain't running it. That's all I'm saying.
That is true. That is a motto.
That's how us in the Army do it.
Especially when you're on a convoy. Okay. Hey, can you pull over? Private, can you pull over a minute? Sure, I can. I got to keep on the mission. All right.
Because that way so that way the enemy can't sniff you out.
Oof. Well,
because the enemy all smells like shit.
I was gonna say, we're up. We're being told to stay on task. Okay.
We got time.
All right.
See, we lost the whip because I tell you what,
I know.
She's actually.
I know she's. Wow.
It's like.
Wait a minute. Boy, that was I wonder if that was done on purpose.
That was a faux pas.
A Freudian slip.
All right. So
anyway, so enough about my sad story, and I do appreciate the camera or whatever, but
great.
I know.
All right,
but this bitch, go ahead.
So she said, I looked it up and it only came up to about $30. Do you think it's possible you could get me something else? My kids have been spending me up the wazoo. LOL.
What does that have? Not only that, but what does that have to do with an office Secret Santa?
I don't know.
What's that have to do with anything, bitch?
That's what I would say. It's like, that's what she is. So,
excuse my language, by the way.
The co-worker writes back and says, okay, yeah, no problem. I could just give you $20 if you like. That way you can get yourself and your kids something nice for holidays. Okay. That's a nice gesture.
Right.
I wouldn't even offer you $20, you skank.
Or, all right, exactly. I would have done that. I would have actually deleted the email first off.
Yeah, I wouldn't have responded.
I would have been like, okay, let me take you out to lunch. All right, let's go out. I'll buy your lunch. We'll go to Chick-fil-A or someplace like that, or Outback or whatever.
Other than the 30.
What? Yeah, she said about the $20.
Yeah,
She said, I'll take you out to lunch. I'll pay for your lunch, bitch.
I can get, I can get a whole box of shotgun shells for $20.
And then some.
That's what I'd be giving her. All right. So then the skank writes back that she would like her coworker to buy her a Samsung Galaxy tablet. That's about $120. And she also, as part of this, points out that her coworker is an engineer and makes quite a bit more than she does. Or she said, I'll just take the $120 cash if that's easier.
How did we go from a $50 limit, and she gave her a $30 present, quote unquote, to $20 to $120?
It's a good question.
What kind of math is that?
Well, I think it's for the inconvenience that I had. Let me tell you something. And it's for the inconvenience that I had to go on Google, look it all up, and it wasted my time to find out you only spent $30 on me. Thank you.
I'm going to tell you right now, this is not the first story I've heard this year of people looking up their gifts online. And, look what this cheapskate got me. I can't believe. You know what? You ought to just be thankful you're getting something. That's what I'm saying. He's
could give you a little of this.
And then more than that.
How about I take a little and bottle it for you, and then I'll give you
Here, open this up. What they always used to say.
Or how about a little bit of toilet water?
Put it in a perfume thing. Oh, look, you got me some Chanel. You got me some Chanel number 5. I do smell like a French person.
I smell like a French whore. Ooh.
Some British guy comes up. Oh, P.U. Are you from France? I think it smells lovely.
Or you can go to
the toilet. Yep.
Or you can go to the Big PX and get yourself something.
Kung Pao rule. Big PX. I got some bottled kimchi for you. Here, spray this on you.
Yeah, dumb you will be. You will be after a little bit of kimchi. Jeez.
So ultimately, what was did she? I hope she didn't give this. I would have been like, I would have went over to her desk and like, bitch.
The person didn't respond after that and just kind of left it.
I would have said, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and give me back the blanket and the chocolates, and I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna order you your Galaxy tablet. Okay, get that stuff back. Take it back.
I give you a whole big fistful of. That's what you get. I'd put some dog crap and put it in her.
Unbelievable.
Mailbox. Skank.
It doesn't imagine.
Matter.
I couldn't imagine.
Can't be nice to people.
Yeah, I can't even imagine if that would have happened to me at work.
I would have went the hell off.
Oh yeah. Well, besides that, and I can't believe that person. Oh, you make so much more money than me, and my kids are just taking everything I got. You know what I had to get them for Christmas? I had to get them an Xbox, with the new thing, and I had to get them a PlayStation. Let's say, I had to get them a new phone. I got them the new iPhone XXX. Wait a minute, that is the movie I watched. Anyway, I got him an iPhone 10. I'm just so poor right now. All I ask is for a little tablet.
So I can go shopping. I can go shopping on it.
I tell you what, you take all that shit you got for your kids, take it back, and then buy yourself a tablet. Stank hoe.
And by the way, give me those chocolates and blanket back.
Actually, she probably didn't get her kids shit. She probably got them like something from Ollie's. She probably got them like Ollie's where Toys R Us shut down at the bargain bin. She got him like a Barbie doll, and she probably bought herself a damn diamond bracelet.
How about I take that blanket and stuff it over your head?
That was another thing. That's another thing. I heard this
with shampoo.
I read this story where this guy he hated shopping. He hated shopping. So he told his wife, he's like, "Honey, just get yourself something. Get yourself something nice or whatever." She went to like the jewelry store and bought herself like a $25,000 diamond. And she came home and she's like, "Oh, honey, look what you got me for Christmas." And he about flipped his lid. I would have, you know what? I don't condone violence in any way, shape, or form. But, well, guess what? Oh, let me see that, honey. I would have blown that ring right off her finger. Mm-hmm. You know, how can you take something so like that and just get crazy? It probably wasn't a ring. They probably had to take a bracelet and put on her finger. I know. Well, she had to make sure she stopped off at the Golden Corral before she went to her husband. Bitch. Oh, can't stand this. We need to put her and that bitch. I hope they put her and that bitch with the Chihuahuas. They put them together.
The same cell?
Yes.
I get it. But I tell you what.
Well, she doesn't go to a cell. She didn't do anything illegal, but this whole thing with the I expect to get more from my Secret Santa stuff. I mean, that's utterly ridiculous.
Miss Vivian says give her, instead of flaming Alaska, give her a flaming pile of
shite. Shiza. Yes, she should get a big.
I don't know, stick her head in that bowl and give her a little swirly.
A swirly?
Swirly! There's your chocolates, sweetheart.
Where's Miss Auerbach? Can you come here a minute? Yes, can I help you? You have to go? Oh, I've had to go for quite some time. Here, can you go in this? That old drunk.
Where's that one from Texas that could crap on her in her pants?
Oh, there you go. She's at Tim Hortons.
All right.
Enough about this.
That was a previous show.
Yes. You'll have to go back and look. Listen.
Yes.
Funny. And look. I think we were on the live cast then.
Yes.
Anyhow.
No. Yes.
Anyhow, I told the story. You know, the thing was, I told the story about the Secret Santa, and I do admit that even though I wasn't expecting, I wasn't involved, I wasn't expecting anything. Did the camera, the bottled water was a little over the top, but the camera was really nice. I did end up taking some pictures and using the disposable camera, so that was even nice. What happened was I got picked on by my other counterparts. He said, "Hey, Sergeant Wagner, is that all you got? You just got to be." Shut up. Leave me alone. Shut up. Yeah, I got picked on.
You know, I was over there. You know what I got? You know what I got for a Secret Santa gift?
An MRE. Oh, that too. But that wasn't secret, though.
Oh, that too. Oh, I would have liked a little.
No. They have the geisha girls over there. Oh, the cat.
Cat fight. I would have liked a little bit of Baby Lee's or Kim Cheese coming over there.
Mm-hmm. Hey, they had that over in Iraq in 07 for the Army. I'm serious. They had a Turkish spa. Well, the Filipino girls would come up and they ran a spa, a salon. And I'm not being racist or anything, but they were from the Philippines. They were TCNs. Third, what did they go? TC, third country national. TCNs, yeah, third country nationals.
Taking care of.
Anyway.
Never mind.
Doggies. All right.
I
think we're at an impasse.
Okay. So, just real quick. So I'm thinking about, now I know that the whole, like, the wedding stuff is usually in, like, spring or maybe even
Are we having a
summer.
wedding?
No, but there's quite a few stories that I've collected that are of, like, wedding just...
So we're going to do a wedding show.
Yes. So the thing is, I want to do it before the stories get stale.
Right.
That's kind of, so that's the only reason I'm talking about doing it now as opposed to, like, say in June or something, because then they'll just be like old. So I like to do it while the stories are fresh. So I have, I think, 3 of, like, batshit crazy wedding.
Bridezillas?
Yeah, bridezillas and just crazy crap. So I'm thinking about doing that next episode before they get old.
I think that's right. Yeah,
Like I
because
said.
you got your spring, like you said, you got your spring weddings coming up. You got your
I think,
Valentine's Day coming up.
Ooh.
Everybody gets so romantic.
We got Valentine's Day special.
Yeah.
If go back to our podcast and listen to our last Valentine's Day special. It was awesome.
Was it? I forgot. I don't know. I want to go back and listen to it now. I forgot. I forgot.
We did a little serenade. Remember?
Oh yes, we did. I do remember that.
I'm gonna look about seeing doing that again.
Oh,
I'm gonna look it up. This time we might actually be able to sing it on live.
That'll be a treat.
Oh, there'll be something.
You said that right.
That's all I got.
Okay, so anyway, everybody, thank you very much for coming. Thank you for watching again. And again, Happy New Year. And we'll see you next Sunday. Probably go back to 7 o'clock. But stay tuned. We'll make an announcement on the page. But I don't think there's I think the game next Sunday is one that we're not going to be. But just stay tuned. Maybe it'll be 8 o'clock because one of our teams I think is playing at late game on Sunday. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But anyway, whatever. We'll be back next Sunday. So y'all have a good rest of the week. And Reverend,
yes.
Reverend.
Yeah, so just keep checking on the Facebook page and stuff, and we'll let you know. And make sure you check the Facebook page and or the it went
Our Conformity Antidote page.
website. Jeez. Website or Facebook page for our survey, so we know what times and maybe before we get to February, maybe we can even. If we get a consensus, we can test that time out and see what we got.
Test the waters.
So,
and don't forget, it's either, it's like a Saturday, Sunday. Probably not to do it during the weekday, because of work and school and stuff like that. But the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, just let us know.
I guess we could possibly do a Friday evening.
That's possible.
Maybe.
But see, that's also iffy too, because like if you run into traffic or something coming back or something happens. But anyway, we'll play with it. But mainly Saturday, Sunday time frame we're looking at. So.
All right. Yes. So God bless.
God bless.
We'll see you guys on next Sunday. Take care of one another, and so long.
C'est quoi?